Yeah, good evening, ma. Today we will be seeing about parameter sweep applications. In the previous classes, we have seen we have discussed about task model applications. Okay, where we will be having several types of applications. One is embracingly parallel applications. Another one is parameter sweep applications, and the third one we have seen as MPI applications. In previous classes we have seen how we can develop embracing the parallel application. Now we will be seeing what are the things to be known to develop parameter sweep applications. Basically, this parameter sweep applications is one of the variants of embracing the parallel applications. The only difference is in generation of the tasks. How we will generate tasks in parameter sweep applications is we will be having a template task and a set of parameters. These two will be having, and by substituting these parameters in this template task we will be generating the tasks. Okay, this is what the functionality of parameter sweep applications. This is variant of embracingly parallel applications. Okay, this is basically you need to have idea. Yeah, here you see Aneka integrates support for parameter sweeping applications on top of the task model. Whatever the task model we have seen earlier, on top of it we will be having this what you call a model for parameter sweep applications by means of a collection of client components, allowing developers to quickly prototype applications. There are two types of two ways to prototype applications. These type of applications, one is through programming APIs, another one is by making use of a graphical user interface. Okay, here the point that you have to understand is we are having already task model. On top of this task model we will be having support. It's a kind of another model which will support this parameter sweep applications. Okay, just I will show you the diagram for task model which we have seen earlier so that you will get idea. See here, this was the task programming model which we have seen. In this particular one, tasks will be submitted to the Aneka. Actually, this is the middleware where we will be having several services. These are things we have seen. Now, what tasks will be submitted to this middleware or Aneka is Aneka tasks will be submitted. How these Aneka tasks will be built? By having tasks which implements iTask interface. iTask is the interface which will be implemented in every task in Aneka application. This particular one will be embedded, or we can say this one will be added with wrapper to become Aneka task. These Aneka tasks will be submitted to the middleware, okay, in order to perform execution. This is what we have seen with respect to task programming model. On top of this, we will be having a model for supporting parameter sweep applications. That is, it's like a three-layer. You can assume there will be an Aneka. On top of it, we are having a task model. On top of it, we will be having parameter sweep application model. So here we will be, let us consider this is the first layer. This is parameter sweep application model. Next, this entire thing is task model, and this entire thing is Aneka. Like that, three layer we can assume. Okay, at the end of the lecture I'll show you the formal diagram associated with these three layers. Okay, one is this PSM, parameter sweep model, another one is task model, another one is Aneka. Okay, so let us see formal. This particular, these all abstractions and tools will be provided by this parameter sweep model. Okay, like a task model which we have seen here. Okay, similarly we'll be having a model called parameter sweep model that we denote with PSM. Okay, just you consider here the library which will support this particular model, we call it is having several namespaces. What is meant by namespace? Namespace is nothing but collection of classes and interfaces. Okay, collection of classes and interfaces. In general, we can consider these namespaces as packages. Okay, in some languages we refer as a namespace. In some languages we will refer as packages. In Java we will refer as package. In C++ or in .NET we will be referring as namespaces. That's it. Namespaces are basically to avoid naming conflicts. Suppose if there are classes A, B, C we have, and we wanted to define another set of classes with the same names, then it will not allow in general. But if you enclose these three classes A, B, C in one namespace and other three in other namespace, then it will allow. So that is to avoid naming conflicts. We are having the convention called package, or we can say namespace. Okay, there are three namespaces we will be having under the common root called aneka.psm. This is the common root. Under this we are having the sub namespace or sub package, we can say, like aneka.psm.core. What it will contain is what in order to generate template, what you call it, generate the task, will be, we need two things, right? Template task and set of parameters. By taking set of parameters, how we can generate tasks? These libraries associated with this particular generation we will be having in the namespace called aneka.psm.core. Next, second namespace is aneka.psm.workbench. This is spelling mistake. Workbench. As we have seen earlier, it can be quickly prototype applications either through APIs or graphical user interface. So, if you consider this workbench, this is basically based upon the user interface. User interface support for designing and monitoring parameter sweep applications. This is related to workbench. Next, aneka.psm.console. The name itself indicating that it is used to support execution of these applications in console mode. Okay, by making use of native function calls, we will be able to execute these parameter sweep applications. So basically, three packages or namespaces we have. One is aneka.psm.core, another one is aneka.psm.workbench, another one is aneka.psm.console. First core is to specify template task, and with a given set of parameters we could able to generate tasks. And workbench is to support user interface. Next, console is to execute these applications in console mode. And next, whatever the core namespace that we have, that only we'll be considering afterwards. This aneka.psm.core namespace. This model introduces the concept of job. Job in the sense, entire parameter sweep application we will consider as a job, and it will be supported by the class in the namespace aneka.psm.core. What is the class name is psm job info. This is the class. Okay, under this particular namespace we will be having in order to support or to create a parameter sweep application. Okay, that we will be seeing. This what you call this hierarchy psm job info class, how it will be, what are the attributes, that we will see. Next, the root component for application design is psm job info, as we have discussed, which contains information about shared files, input and output files. Shared files, input and output files. And here there will be two kinds of things, like shared files which are common to all the tasks which we will generate, and input and output files are pertaining to one particular task we will be having. Suppose one application is having three tasks. In one application we are having three tasks, then for all the three tasks we will be having some common files. Those we will consider as shared files. For each and every individual task we will be having separate input and output files. Those are those we will consider as input and output files pertaining to one particular task. Okay, so these are the two things. So now, in accordance with the Aneka application model, shared files are common to all the instances of the template task. That means all the tasks which we will generate by using template task, while input and output files are specific to one task instance. Therefore, how we can separate these tasks is by making use of parameters. given a set of parameters, we will generate tasks. So what are the types of parameters, how many types we have, what are those, all these things will be seen. Currently this Aneka supports 5 different types of parameters, 5 different types of parameters pertaining to this parameter sweep application that you remember. In parameter sweep application, how many different types of parameters we can have is 5. What are those? First one is constant parameter. Constant, the name itself indicating that if this parameter value is set at design time and it cannot be changed throughout the execution of the application, throughout the lifetime of that application, that value will not be changed. And the library class which will support this constant parameter is PSM single parameter info. This is important one. Constant parameter PSM single parameter information is to specify a parameter as constant parameter, PSM single parameter. Next, range parameter. The name itself indicating range parameter, in the sense we will be specifying some range, like lower bound and upper bound will specify, and what is the step count, that also will specify. Like in general we will be writing a loop, right? I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5. Let us consider I plus plus. What does it mean? Starting value, lower bound is 1, upper bound is 5. I plus plus means every time the step has to be taken only 1. Okay, this is what we have. In the same way, we can write for I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 20, I is equal to I plus 3. It is also allowed. In this particular one, what is the lower bound? 1. What is the upper bound? 20. And what is the step? 3. That means starting from 1, every time it will increment by 3. So 1, 4, 7, 10, like that it will go. That is the range parameter, and it will be supported by the library PSM range parameter info. Okay. Next, third type of parameter is random parameter. That means by specifying the range, like from this lower bound to this upper bound, we can generate one random number, one value randomly. Such kind of parameter we can say random parameter, and it will be supported by PSM random parameter info. This is the class which is exist in this, in the what you call PSM dot core package or the namespace. Next, fourth one is the enumeration parameter. Yeah, I think in C language or in Java, you might have encountered this kind of enum data type, that is user defined data type. Whatever the existing data types that we have, from those we can take some discrete values and we can form a new data type. Like for symbolic names, we can give constants. Okay, like for Sunday we can give 0, for Monday we can give 1, like that. Whenever we refer that Monday, internally it will be considering as 1, like that. We can define symbolic constants. Such facilities can be availed by using the parameter called enumeration parameter, and it will be supported by the class called PSM enum parameter information. This parameter allows specifying a discrete set of values of any type. Okay, whatever the types we have, out of those discrete set of values we can specify, and it is used to specify symbolic constants. Okay, symbolic constant we can define. Next, final one is a system parameter, which will be supported by the class called PSM system parameter information. This parameter allows mapping a specific value that can be substituted at runtime. While executing the application, we can substitute this parameter. Such kind of parameter we call it as system parameter, and it will be supported by the class called PSM system parameter information. Okay. Next, what are the available commands for composing the task template? As we have discussed, there will be two components. One is a template task, another one is set of parameters. So how this task template can be built, this we have seen earlier in some while introducing this parameter sweep applications. Earlier we have seen. Anyway, these are extended commands of those. Earlier we have seen execute, just copy and execute we have seen. Here other commands also there. What are those? Is local file copy on the remote node. which will be supported by this class. Next, remote file deletion, execution of programs through the shell, environment variable setting, and string pattern replacement within the file. These all things will be allowed to have in template task. Okay, this will be depicted in this particular diagram. Here you see PSM command info, okay, which is the base class. Okay, if you know the UML language, object oriented analysis and design subject, you might be knowing this vertical notation. Actually, this notation is used to specify class or interface. Okay, this rectangle. So now class name is given and what is the type class. Okay, fine. Then these are the attributes or the properties. Next, some methods we will be having everywhere like that only. Some constants we can have and some properties like variables, data members we can say, and these are member functions. Within a class we will be having several things, right? Data members and member functions. That format we will be having. Next, this arrow mark will denote this is the base class and these all are derived classes. How many derived classes we have for this command PSM command info is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total 5 derived classes, subclasses we have for this particular base class. Like this, what are these classes? Whatever the commands allowed here, those only these classes. PSM copy command info. See, PSM copy command info, PSM delete command info, execute command, environment substitute. Those only we are having. Substitute command, delete command, environment command, execute command. These all are part of the PSM command info class. That is subclasses of this PSM command info. And coming to this one, this is a job info. Every parameter sweep application can be instantiated, can be started by using the class called PSM job info. Okay, here also we'll be having some properties and the method. Next, coming to this parameter, PSM parameter info, which is the base class for all the 5 types of parameters. What are the 5 types that we have seen earlier? Constant parameter, which is nothing but which will be supported by this single parameter, PSM single parameter. Next, range parameters we have seen. Next, enumeration parameter, random parameter. Final one is system parameter, which in turn is the subclass of a single parameter. This system parameter is subclass of a single parameter, which in turn the subclass of this parameter info. So this will also be considered as the subclass of parameter info. Okay, this is basically 5 types of parameters that we have. This is PSM object model. And next, coming to the earlier discussion, there is a job manager. Earlier task manager we have seen with respect to embracingly parallel applications. Here we are having job manager, which will be supported by iJob manager. Okay, this is the interface between underlying API and the developer. Actually, here you see this is the final diagram. If you understand this, then it's fine. PSM model, this is the PSM model. Here we are having PSM parameter info, PSM context command info. Parameter info we have seen earlier in detail. Next, PSM file info, PSM job info also we have seen. These all are part of the PSM model, and through this iJob manager we will be communicating with this Aneka application. This will be this by using this iJob manager only we could able to create Aneka application, which is of type parameter sweep application. Okay, here earlier we have seen like this 3 layers I have told you right at the beginning of this class. 3 layers. One layer is PSM model, another one is a task model, another one is the Aneka. So same 3 here you can observe. This is PSM model. This is task model. Actually, this is given wrong. Task model, this one, where we are having iTask and which is embedded in Aneka task, and we will be having task manager. Next, finally, the Aneka. This and this particular diagram and this one you can relate. This entire thing is task model. Here we'll be having. Here we'll be having what this. PSM model, and here we'll be having Aneka model. See, PSM model, this is task model, then Aneka. Like this, we are having 3 layers. This is about parameter sweep applications. There are 5 types of parameters and several jobs and whatever the core packages that we need to know. Those are things we have discussed. Okay, this is about parameter sweep applications. Thank you.